Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, this is K5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Are there any people from Las Vegas wishing to check into our net? Please come now.
Kilo Delta 90. How you doing there, Cliff?
There he is. How you doing, my good friend Rob? I'm doing really good. We got that tower today and got it off, got everything torn down to the ground. Took about 2 hours, but the crane only charged us for 1 hour. Thank God. He said we're our only job we had all day, and he was willing to just let us take our time, and it was wonderful. So we got everything done pretty fast. Everybody went their merry way. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I heard you talking to Frank for just a second, but sounds good, Cliff. Sounds like you made another great tower disassembly.
Yeah, everything turned out good, safe. That tower had no trusses on it, so it's not like a Ron 25 feet. It's like an old style antenna tower. It's been up there for 30 years, and he had 4 sets of guy wires on it. He had 3 different tiers of guy wires, with 4 guy wires on each tier. So that's why it never twisted down. Go ahead.
Yeah, wow, that's impressive. How high was the tower?
I guess it's about 40 feet up, about 45 feet. Go ahead.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, that's a great job once again.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hey, if you're going to be here on the net, thank you for checking in, Rob. If you could help me with signals off the back of my beam, I'm not going to be able to hear anybody. I'm pointing toward Australia, okay?
Yeah, Roger. That makes good sense. I'm just on my Delta loop right now. I've got the other antenna on 30 meters, so I decided to play with the Delta loop. But I can hear, U.S. Pretty well. I actually heard Frank for a few minutes there.
Do you want to give Frank say hi to Frank?
Yeah, I'll say hi to Frank. Frank, 29 Zulu, Kitty 9Z. Are you copying?
Hey, Frankie, can you hear Kitty 9Z? I'm sorry, I double with you, Frank. Go ahead, go. I'm sorry, I double with you again. Go ahead, go. Yeah, Frank, I'm sorry about that. Kitty 9Z was calling you. We had double with you, but I don't know if you could hear Kitty 9Z or not. But he's not on his beam. He's got a urban stepper and a hex beam, but he's on a Delta loop. I'm not sure if you can hear Rob tonight, but Kitty 9Z was calling you, Frank. Any copy? Hello, Frank. Are you still there?
Yeah, Roger just called me with a mouthful of coffee. I'm still here. You're the only one I can hear at the moment.
Okay, no worries. Okay, thanks a lot. No copy, Rob. Not on that antenna anyway. Okay, great. So I've got Rob listening stateside, and I've got Frank, VK5 Kilo Victor. Anybody wishing to make a contact with Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor, please come now.
Yeah, VK2 TXD Las Vegas. Cliff, good afternoon, Frank, or good morning. How you doing? Yeah, good, mate. How's yourself? Good, buddy. Good. I'm not trying to point towards. I'm pointing towards Japan still, but I'm doing well, my friend. How's not too hot down there? Oh, it's been terrible. It's been absolutely terrible. Yesterday we got up to 43. That was shocking. And it cooled down dramatically yesterday afternoon or evening. But still 43 degrees at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, mate. Over. Yeah, that's just too bloody hot, my friend. That's just like wicked. That's like not good. But what's my signal strength like that, Frank? I'm not pointing towards you. I'll get you about a 5 and 7 here. 5 and 5, perfectly readable. You're the only one now that I can hear apart from Cliff, over. Roger. Very good, Frank. No, you're sounding good, man. Sounding good here. Your signal's picking up. Just stand by, Frank, and stand by, Cliff. I'm just going to see if Mac in Japan is on frequency. I told him about the net. JG1OUT. Mac, are you on frequency for the net? Nothing heard yet. I'm going to hand it back to Cliff. Back to you, Cliff.
All right, sounds good, Randy. Nice to hear you on, my friend. You sound great. Beautiful audio from your station for sure. And I know they'll be up here eventually, so we'll see what happens. Nevertheless, this is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. This is our weekly net on or about 425 at about 0000 100 hours Zulu. So it's about this time. Tonight on our DXNet, I have one DX station. It's a Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor Frank is his name. He's located in Australia, obviously. Anyone wishing to check in and make a contact with that station, please come now.
KK7BUC.
Okay, John, go ahead, man.
Frank, Victor, Kilo 5, Kilo Victor. This is Kilo 7, Bravo, Uniform Charlie. How copy? Frank, are you hearing John here?
Sorry, if I can't hear him, if I can hear him, I'll answer. That's for sure. So nothing heard.
Okay, nothing heard, John. The wait, the conditions might pick up a little bit. Roger, John.
Yeah, thanks for that. But let him know I've got him 5-3, and that's good. The KK7BUC in the group.
Roger, John. Yeah, Frank, John, KKK, BUC, he's got you 5-3 at his location, so he is hearing you, Frank. You're getting out. You're a power station.
Oh, I know I get out. I've spent a lot of money for this station to be a great station on every band from 23 to 10, but if I can't hear him, mate, Other.
Roger, Frank. Do you want to put a call out, Frank, and see if anyone can hear you?
Yeah, what was your call again?
VK2 Tango X-Ray Bravo / Whiskey 7.
I'm so glad you're here, Andrew.
No worries.
Yeah, I wrote it down weird. Anyway, never mind. VK2 Tango X-Ray Bravo, VK5 Kilo Victor. No worries, got in the log now. Beautiful 5-6, great audio, punching through the mustard, that's for sure. You and Cliff, actually you're stronger than Cliff, believe it or not.
Yeah, and that's Cliff's pointing straight at you, and I'm not either. I've got you about a 5-8 now. You're coming up, the conditions are getting stronger. Frank, why don't you put a call out for the DX then, see if you can grab some other stations from your end pointing this way.
Alrighty, VK5 Kilo Victor pointing to the Pacific North America. VK5 Kilo Victor beaming Pacific North America, standing by.
Kilowatt 7, Mike India X-ray.
Kilo 7 again.
Kilowatt 7, Mike India X-ray.
Kilowatt 7 Mike India X-ray. Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Good morning, Scott. From Australia, you're 5 and 5 in northern South Australia, Scott.
Roger, Frank, you're also 5 and 5 in Las Vegas. Good signal, my friend. Over.
Yeah, actually, no, I'll give you 5 and 7 now. You just come up a wee bit. 5 and 7.
Now the wind must have just changed.
Yeah, the wind's blowing the RS in the right direction, I think.
Roger. Okay, I'll back up. Let's see if there's anybody else who wants to put a call in there and load everybody in the net. K7 MIX.
Thanks, Scott. Back to you, Cliff.
Awesome. Hey, Scotty, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good, man. Good to hear you, man. Welcome to the free world.
It's a beautiful thing being in the free world. I've been working on the RV garage, just cleaning the hell out of that thing, getting ready to bring the truck in there because I'm going to put some antennas on it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, you should see my truck right now. It's just decorated beautifully.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. It's serious good hearing you, man. So I'm going to give a call out for some DX. This is Kilo 5 Delta America in Las Vegas. Any DX, any Asia, any Pacific, Oceania, wishing to check into our Las Vegas DX Foundation debt, please come now.
KN3 BUT, this is Daryl.
Oh, nice, Daryl. How you doing, Daryl?
Hey, I'm doing just fine. How you doing?
Good. What is your call sign? Is it KJ7BUD?
Hey, Kilo Nancy 3 Bravo Umbrella Golf.
Oh, Bug. That's right, because you wanted Bug. That's right. Yeah. Okay. How you doing, Daryl? How's that thing going, man?
I'm doing just great, man. Thought I'd come get on the net now, see who I can talk to this afternoon.
Hey, did you hear Frank from Australia a few minutes ago?
I heard somebody talking, but I didn't get the name.
Are you running your amplifier right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, listen, give this guy a call, see if he can hear you. His call sign is Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor, VK5KV. His name is Frank, and he's in Australia. Give him a call real quick, Daryl. Go ahead.
Hey, Frank, this is Daryl in Las Vegas.
You might want to give him a formal call. Let me have you out here. Frank, Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Can you hear Daryl calling you? Over?
Mate, as I said to Andrew, if I can hear someone, I'll answer them. Over.
Roger that. Okay, Daryl, no go at the moment, but just hang in there, okay?
I'll be standing by.
Thank you for checking in, Daryl. I appreciate you very much. Okay, this is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation Net. Anybody in the Pacific or in Asia wishing to check into our net, please come now.
I just changed my antenna, Cliff. I'd like to try Frank again.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor Kilo Delta 9 Zulu. Frank, you copying me?
Give another call. Give Frank another call.
Yeah, Frank, Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. This is Kilo Delta 9. Oh, hold on. I'm wrong. Sorry, I wasn't running any power.
Oh, God.
Switch it in.
Wow.
Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Kilowatt Delta 9 Zulu. Frank, how are you copying?
Kilowatt Delta 9 Zulu, QSL?
Roger, Roger.
Kilowatt Delta 9 Zulu, good morning. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for smoking up some steam and pointing the antenna in this direction. 5 and 5 into northern South Australia, over.
Yeah, Roger, Frank. You're 5 by 6. 5 by 6 here. Doing great today. Hope things are going well in Australia for you.
Yeah, 5, this is Rob. Yeah, QSB on the signal, obviously, but 5 and 5 on P2 clear to northern South Australia, Rob, over.
Northern South
Frank.
Australia.
Thanks much. 7-3.
Thank you, 73. Thank you, Cliff.
Roger. Did you say you're in northern South Australia?
Yeah, I know it sounds Irish, but we are in the northern part of South Australia.
Australia, and it's a big place. So thank you for pointing that. I knew you were down south. Does the BK5 border the coast looking toward Tasmania?
No, not at all. Have a look at the map. We're a big, large country map. Australia is huge. It's the size of the United States. And we are 300 kilometres north of the capital city of Adelaide, Cliff, over. Got it.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, I will look on the map. I remember that I've actually pulled you up on QRZ before, and then went to they had a Google map on there, and I pulled you in before, and I just wasn't quite sure. I know exactly where you live. We've driven around your town virtually before. Go ahead.
Yeah, Andrew knows exactly where I am. He's driven through my town. Andrew, didn't you drive from Melbourne to Perth or Sydney to Perth one year, you told me?
Many times. What a drive.
Oh, it's bloody huge, mate. It's huge. I've never even attempted it. I have to go as far as Ceduna with work, and that's it. And I have to go to Cook, a place called Cook, and have a look where that is on the Nullarbor, and that's nearly to the Western Australian border. I actually got to go there towards the end of this month, but I go out there by train. We've got a job to do out in that. It's a site for Pacific National. It's a refueling station in the middle of the Nullarbor for the large freight trains that head across from Melbourne to Perth and Perth to Melbourne, the Indian Pacific, etc. Stops there for fuel and water. But for me to get to Cook from Port Augusta, it's a 13-hour train ride, Andrew.
Oh my God! Well, at least you're sitting down, you're not driving. I remember so many times driving from Ceduna across to Perth, and there's just nothing out there. The one thing I have to say that is amazing, though, and you'll agree with me, is when you're in the middle of nowhere there, the stars at night are amazing.
Oh, they absolutely are. Absolutely correct. And there's another story I could tell you about that, where getting an astronomy group together up here in the northern part of the southern part of the Flinders Ranges, north of Port Augusta in the Quorn area. There's another chap and I who have been talking about trying to get some form of astronomy group going. So anyway, that's a story for another day. Back to you, Cliff.
That is so awesome. Yeah, I would love to do that. I've camped out twice in the dry Tortugas off the coast of Florida, and right at sunset, right when it gets dark, you start seeing there's no noise, no light pollution of any kind for 100 miles and around that little island, and you can start seeing satellites. I mean, dozens of satellites flying over. So just amazing stuff, and so I know what that's like to be out in the middle of nowhere and have all that serenity going on around you, and awesome. Hey, by the way, everybody, just so you know, we're live streaming as well on YouTube. It's under my name, but I think you can punch in Las Vegas DX Foundation Net and find the live feed. If not, you go under Cliff, CLIFF, Nichols, Nichols, Cliff Nichols, 7644, and you'll find the live feed there if you want to listen to your own voice. It's a little bit delayed, but I'm not sure how much. I don't have it. I'm not listening or monitoring myself, but I did get a good report that the audio is good. So nevertheless, this is K5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. We have on board at the moment, we've got our friend Frank, Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor in Australia on frequencies. Is there anybody wishing to make a contact with Frank, please come now.
This is Daryl KN3BUG. I would like to try again for Mr. Frank.
Okay, go ahead, Daryl. Frank, listen up, Frank. Somebody's going to give you a call right now. Go ahead, Daryl.
I forgot his call sign, but Frank, this is Daryl in Las Vegas. KN3BUG.
I guess there's no copy or he would come back to you, Daryl. You try again in a little bit. I'm sure the conditions are improving. KN3BUG, K5BA.
Yep, KN3BUG.
Okay, just stand by, Daryl. No copy evidently on his end. I didn't hear anything from him, so we'll continue on. Okay, this is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Is there anybody stateside wishing to check in? Please come now. I'm going to need a relay on that. No copy. This Flex is one of the kind of radio stations. Yeah, it's all. I've got to check that I don't move I got to lock my receivers down, my transceiver down here. I've got two receivers on right now, the same frequency. And I every time, undoubtedly, I'll be off frequency about 100 kilohertz before the night's over. Anyway, nevertheless, this is K5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation, beaming toward the southwest. Anybody from Oceania? Anybody from Australia, New Zealand, wishing to check into our net, please come now. Nothing heard. Anybody else heard anything? Andrew, over. Nothing. Okay, so this is Kilo 5 Delta America. Any other check-ins with the Las Vegas DX Foundation, please come now. Okay, I'm going to move my antenna up toward Japan. This is K5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Any check-ins from Asia? This is K5 Delta Alpha, over. Any stations from Asia, Japan, or any stations in Asia? This is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation net tonight. Would you wish to check in? Please come now.
JG1OUT, Mac, you on frequency, VK2TXB.
Thanks, Sandra. I'm putting it back down toward Australia now. And so it may be a short night, but we've got a lot of good check-ins here locally. And at the moment, all we have, we were grateful to have that. It's a very nice loud station from Australia. We've got Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Any station wishing to check, make a contact with our friend Frank down in Australia, please come now. Nothing heard and no new check-in. So it might be a wrap tonight. Right now it's about 25 minutes after. I'm going to hand it over to you, Andrew. VK2TXB Purple Whiskey 7 K5VA. Go ahead. Andrew, are you still there? Andrew's probably up trying to fetch the Japanese to bring them down here, probably. So I'll keep it up for a little while longer. This is K5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Any check-ins, please come now.
Recheck. Can you send me the link to the YouTube? I can't find it. The live stream on YouTube. Can you send me that link via social media messenger on it?
Yeah, I'm not sure I have the link. I'll pull it up on my iPhone and see if I can copy the link, and I'll send it to you then. This is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Anybody wishing to check in right now, please come now.
Hello, Cliff, KK7BUC.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
I just wanted to let you know I went onto the YouTube and monitored around there for a couple minutes. Your audio is great on the YouTube link.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much. If you run two equalizers, you got to make sure you turn one off before you. I was so. Scotty would have been proud of me. I was running I was graced with this beautiful equalizer, which I'm using right now, and I forget that the Flex has got one too. So you don't want to run two equalizers. They fight with each other, and one of them's going to win, but it's going to be an ugly fight. So it makes your audio sound terrible. But you know what? Let me check. I'm going to switch my profiles here to my normal profile because I didn't realize this, but I actually have two separate YouTube channels. One under one profile and one under the other. So I'm going to try to change my profile here so I can give Frank the other profile so you can find it. But Frank, it should be easy to find. I mean, it's going to be Cliff Nichols 7644. Cliff Nichols 7644. Frank, go ahead.
Okay, I was looking under Las Vegas DX Foundation, probably why I couldn't see it, but I'll do a search on your name.
Yeah, it'll come up for sure, especially with those numbers after it. Yeah, that's Cliff, CLIFF, and then NICHOLS 7644. That should get you right in there.
Hey, Cliff.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll put a call out, see if I can get anyone down that way.
Absolutely. I called you a few minutes ago. You're probably searching for the Japanese up frequency, but go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, when I'm looking for Mac. This is Victor Kilo 2 TXB, VK2 Tango X-Ray.
I can't change profiles on the fly.
Las Vegas, Nevada. For the Las Vegas DX Foundation, calling anyone South Pacific, Asia, Pacific, anywhere at all. Check in now. Go ahead.
I can't see. No, switch counts. It is.
Nothing heard, Cliff.
No worries. This is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Anybody wishing to check into our net, please come now. I can hear somebody. I'm not sure if they're off the back or what. Anybody, any relays for any check-ins? Oh, by the way, Frank, you may want to do. I'm looking at my YouTube. My name. I mean, my account is at Cliff Nichols 7644, and it's there's no separation between the Cliff and the Nichols, so it's at Cliff Nichols 7644. Over.
Hey, Cliff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just typed in the search box on YouTube, just Cliff Nichols 7644. I keep right up.
Okay, Frank, did you hear that?
Yeah, watching that.
Okay, good. So if you want to make hear yourself, you hear your audio, go ahead, Frank. VK5, KV, K5, yeah, yep. I'll get the live feed up myself. It's kind of interesting. Well, at least we pulled off the live feed. So we're going to do our podcast as well. And I'm going to have two cameras set up. I don't know how to integrate the two cameras. Scotty, you probably know how to do it. And quite a few of our other members of our net, our group here for sure. We got a lot of very intelligent, tech savvy people for sure. But I could do two cameras and do one on TikTok and one on YouTube for our podcast and try to get things cooking that way. And we'll have our official podcast back up and going again. I'll be picking pass it back over to Scotty. Kilo 7 MIX. This is K5DA. Over.
Hey, Cliff K7 MIX. Now, were you interested in doing a split screen on your YouTube channel?
I would love to do that. Yes.
Yeah, there's some devices that we could get that would do that.
You know what? That's great because I'm a rookie at this, but I mean I've got this going. This is the real basic YouTube app, I guess you would call it, format, whatever you want to call it. But it allows me to have one camera. I can't bring anybody really in. I could do it with like a camera on another computer, perhaps. Like I'm doing the live feed here. I'll just put a camera on the on my display, which is, some guys can actually project their or have their display as full screen. I guess they got it piped into their computer and they can broadcast it that way. But I'm learning. It's further down the road, obviously. But the split screen would be awesome. What do you think?
Yeah, are you coming in off your camera to your computer USB or HDMI?
No, USB.
Okay. I was doing an HDMI a while back, and I had a small device that actually did the split before I went to the computer.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, good. Well, I'm interested in what that device is.
Yeah, I'll find out what it was. I probably still have it. I'll look for it.
That's so cool. That'd be great. And so you're able to bring in so yourself and the radio as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. That'd be nice. And then I know there's a way. I think software for purchase that will allow me to. Matter of fact, I know for a fact it's for purchase, but YouTube recommends a certain software that they just verified software, but it's not free, and but it allows me to bring in remotes. I mean, you could call in a certain kind of like Aaron did before, where they have people could put their phone up in front of them, and I could bring them in and put them into the feed. That's what my end goal, my main game is goal. My goal, for our podcast is to be able to do that. Because Aaron did a great job. Obviously, he's been doing this for a long time, and I'm a rookie, so I'm learning. But nevertheless, I'd like to be able to bring people in remote, and so nobody has to come to my house and do a podcast at my house. They're welcome to come here, but it's probably easier for people to just come on with their own camera. Go ahead.
Oh, Roger, absolutely. Cliff, what am I looking at here on YouTube? Is that a camera focused on your screen, or is that actually video coming out of your computer?
No, that's actually a camera focused at my screen. Go ahead. It's a 4K camera at my screen. Go ahead.
Okay, we could grab the video right out your computer and upstream it. It'd be razor sharp.
That's what I want to do. That'd be great. And I know I've watched a lot of YouTube where they do that. I just know that they're just more advanced than my limited knowledge is on how to do all this stuff. But that'd be great if you got the time, maybe this week sometime. Scotty, go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, it won't be this week. I'm swamped, but possibly the next week for sure. One last question: are you using a different computer than what's driving your Flex for this?
I am. Yes, I am.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's an easy one. We'll do it.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so are there any other check-ins? This is Kilo 5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. On frequency, we have Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. Anybody wishing to make contact with Frank, our station down in Australia, please come now. Nothing heard. I'm going to pass it over to Andrew and let. If there's nothing else, Andrew, if you hear nothing stateside, I'm going to go ahead and close the net up. Does that sound good to you? Over.
Clear?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Nagy from 15 meters to come down. Stand by.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I'm glad you're listening. I suspected that's where you were earlier as well. Okay, so I'll keep you know live. This is Kilo 5 Delta America in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Any stations wishing to check into our net, whether stateside or DX, please come now.
KN3BUG. How I sound now?
You sound great to me because you're not very far from me, but you sounded good the whole time. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I didn't have an amp on before, so I just got it up and running.
Oh, you got to give Frank a call now. He'll hear you now, Daryl. Go ahead.
Frank, this is Daryl from Las Vegas. I keep on forgetting the call sign, but CQ to you.
Okay, listen, Daryl. His call sign is Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. So give him a formal call so he'll know that you're calling him. But it's Victor Kilo 5 Kilo Victor. So so give Frank a call using that format. Daryl, go ahead.
Victor Kilo 5 Victor Kilo. This is KN3BUG Las Vegas, Nevada.
Any copy, Frank? Everybody has some QSB issues going on right now. Frank, are you still there? I was suspecting that was probably going to be the case, but because the last time Frank transmitted, he was down, considerably down from my S9 down to about an S3. So VK5 KV, are you still there? Yeah, Frank, you're down in the weeds. I can hear you now, but that's amazing how far your signal has dropped out. We may be losing propagation. Over. Okay, Frank, listen, if you can still hear me, 73s to you, my friend. Good luck, best wishes, and thank you for supporting our net. Over.
Yeah, you're starting to drop out also, Cliff. So I did hear on the YouTube live stream that there is quite a considerable delay between when you're talking and when it actually appears here. So anyway, thanks again, Cliff. We'll stand by, and if not, we'll try and catch you next weekend. K5, K5 KB.
Okay, so I'm glad you found the feed. You're actually about 5 and 6 now, about S6 now. You came up. You're welcome to stick around if you'd like. We're not going to close the net. Andrew's up fetching our friends over in Japan at the moment. So just hang around if you wish, and we'll just go from there. We just all make this a big round table because that's what it really is anyway. The fact that y'all love our net because it's so informal, and if somebody wants to draw up a format, go for it. We'll try to adhere to that. But really, it's just a bunch of friends chatting, and we bring people in, and it's a lot of fun. That's why I like it. It fits my lifestyle, and I think it fits everybody in our club's lifestyle as well. But let's see if Andrew's back. Andrew, are you back with your friends? Over. Andrew's probably still fetching people to come back on this frequency. Anyway, this is Kilo 5 Delta America with Las Vegas DX Foundation. I am in Las Vegas. My name is Cliff, CLIFF. Cliff, anybody wishing to check into our net, please come now.
Hey, Cliff, I'm talking to Andrew at UHF. He said stand by. He'll be down here in a minute.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that, Scotty. Let's see. I'm going to pass it over to our friend John, KK7BUC. Over. I'll put people on the spot. He's probably on the opposite side of the room. John, are you still there?
Back in the room and heard my call sign. Hello, what's up, Cliff?
I knew it. I just don't want you to feel lonely out there. Hey, you know who Prince is, don't you?
Yeah, right to that. I met Prince earlier today on the repeater there. Is Prince still in here? W1, IPT, something like that. KK7BUC. Are you still there, Prince?
Well, it's the first time I can't hear him. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but did he come back to you?
Negative. I don't hear him, but I heard him on 10 meters earlier. Well, actually, yeah, this morning when we were goofing around on 10 meters, Al and Kirk and Prince was there and whatever earlier this morning doing a little DX. But no, I met him then. It was good to hear him on the net tonight. Nice turnout, actually. Quite a few people chiming in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was. But it's always fun when we have lots of check-ins and it's and I can hear and my audio is right. These Flex radios are very complex, and not just that, but the whole audio file. Type of personality, which I've never really been, and growing into as I get older. Not that it's an old person saying, but definitely a whole nother level of tech of technology, and it has its own idiosyncrasies and things about it that are very, very important to follow some rules and to overdrive. Just normal stuff that ham radio people know. Obviously, not overdriving your microphone, not too much processing, yada yada, whatever. I found it. I'm using no processing at all right now. I'm just using only the graphic equalizer. And at the moment, I'm using the equalizer. Actually, I'm using the equalizer on the Flex, but I'm using the equalizer that I got from Scotty on my audio that I'm listening to on the receiver. So I've got both receivers on, and they're coming up the speaker, and it turns out real well. It works out. It's a really good balance like that, and that's the way I don't have to make a mistake. I'm running two equalizers at one time. And nevertheless, this is K5DA in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Anybody else wishing to check in right now before we close? It's K5DA.
Yeah, I'm back, Cliff. I'm back. I went on Ben's son. He was quite loud on 15 meters, but he doesn't have a 10-meter antenna. And I thought Nagy was up there, but he wasn't on frequency. So I tried.
Well, thank you very much, Andrew. And you did bring him down here one time. I do remember, and it was a night I was having audio problems. So there you have it. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. You're really an awesome guy, and I appreciate it very much. Go ahead.
We do have someone on frequency. J1LET, Master's on frequency. Master son, good morning.
Morning,
morning I'm on the remote. I have to talk to them because my breakfast is already on the table, but I'm actually on the Eastern Motor. So that's the reason.
Roger, thank you, Martha. Let's just see if we can get a couple of calls to you, Martha, if you don't mind. I know you got breakfast there. Is anyone else copying Martha in Japan?
Yeah, I got him. Masa, how you doing? I spoke with you back in 2019. You were my first Japanese contact when I got back on the air. JE1LET. This is Kilo 5 Delta America. Over.
Kilo 5 Delta Alpha. This is JE1 Lima Echo Tango on the remote. Good morning. You're 5 and 9 in Tokyo.
Thank you. You're also 5 and 9 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Nice to hear you. I know you're having breakfast, so I'll keep it short, and I'll hand the microphone back over to someone else. Anybody wishing to make a contact with our friend Masa in Tokyo, please come now.
Okay, Scotty, do you want to try and give Master a call?
Yeah, well, Masa, K7 MIX, how do you read? Over.
I got KB7 MIX in it.
Roger. How are you, my friend?
KB7 MIX. Good morning from Tokyo. JE1 Good 5 and 9.
Very good, Masa. You're sounding good on Vegas. Great to hear you on the remote. Over.
Thank you for calling us. This is JE1 remote control.
Roger. K7 MIX, back to net.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, you're sounding good, Master. Sounding very good. Let me just check, Master, before you leave. Any other Las Vegas Foundation members who have to call Master in Japan? Go ahead.
Japan 1, Lima Echo Tango, Kilo 7, Bravo, Uniform Charlie. Do you copy, Masa?
Any copy on the last station, Master?
I had him, but very light at the moment.
Very light there, John.
Yeah, roger that. I've got a full copy on him, but he's right down at the noise level for me too. But let's let Masa know I said hello. I last worked him October 13th. Kilo 7 Bravo Uniform Charlie. Thanks, Andrew.
No worries, John. Yeah, Master, John sends his regards. He last spoke to you last year in October, and he's got you very faint as well. Master, we won't hold it too long. Thanks for coming down, my friend. I appreciate it.
Welcome, my friend, thanks very much for picking me up. You guys enjoy the net and have a nice evening. Thank you for contact from Juliet Echo 1, Lima Echo Tango, remote control, 7-3.
Sayonara.
Master, arigato. Bye-bye.
Arigato. Sayonara from K5D8. Okay, Andrew, you want to wrap it up?
I've got a thought, Cliff.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the net at 4 p.m. is too late on 10 meters. On 15 meters, it's okay, but I think on 10, I think we should be staying the net at 3 to 3:30.
I think you're right about that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because the Japanese started coming in around 1 o'clock, nice and loud. Go ahead.
Yeah, Max is powering at 2, and the sweet spot is usually around 3 o'clock for him. And so what we could do is, if we're subbing it at 3, we can, hopefully work the JAs and other stations, and then around 3:34, the VKs come in.
That's exactly right. Yes, that sounds good. So you want to try it next week?
Yeah, let's do 3 p.m. next week. What do you think, Scotty?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think that'll be better. I think it'll be better for everyone. I think everyone will get a lot more bang for their buck at that time, making better contacts.
Okay, great. Then that's good. I'll put it in print. Then I'll post it next week as so. Go ahead.
Yeah, good stuff. Good. This is a good trial though for your YouTube though, Cliff. Congratulations, good work.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. A lot of work, a lot of suffering as usual. Anything you have to learn at my age is going to be suffering. Go ahead.
Tell me about it, dude.
I know Scotty knows. Okay, listen, we're going to do a wrap on this. So I want to thank everybody. I'm not going to name everybody, but I especially want to thank Frank, BK5, Kilo Victor. If you're still there, if you still hear me, thank you so much for stopping in, Frank. Over.
You still there, Frank? Yes, on business, Cliff. No, I think the band's died off, Cliff.
Oh, he's talking now.
Oh, sorry. Can hear everyone over there very, very well. So a great addition, that thing. There is a slight delay though, but anyway, that's a good thing. What we might try, if stations can hear me,
direct, I might be able to listen to them on your YouTube, and we may have to be able to do a contact sort of semi-duplex photo.
That would be interesting for sure. How much is the delay, Frank Albert? Frank, about how much is the delay?
Double.
Oh, sorry. I think we doubled. Frank, about how much is that delay, Albert?
Looking about 3 seconds.
Wow, 3 seconds. That's huge. Okay, it is what it is. Well, yeah, that's good. We'll try it next week. How's that sound?
Did you hear him, Scotty Clear?
Yeah, I hear him. I hear him fine.
Give him a call.
I gave him a call earlier. Frank, can you still hear K7 at my Las Vegas? I guess not.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's interesting, even though we're across the valley. Isn't it interesting? It's like 6 meters. You know, we've all got good antennas, but sometimes, you know, you'll hear someone better than I will hear someone better than. It's very odd.
Oh no, it just goes around. By the way, is your receive preamp on?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's why you're hearing him quite a bit louder than I am. I've got mine off. When I kicked it on, it came up quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm on preamp 1.
I'm not sure how the flex works. They don't really have preamps. They have a sliding bar to go from down for almost nothing on the RF side all the way to max. I never run it. I put it in the middle. I know that Kitty9Z is like the expert with flex, but so I may have the same issue of not turning up high enough. But I know 10 meters requires a little bit more drive.
Yeah. Hey, have you heard from Kirk at all, Cliff?
I have it. He was on the. He was playing around this morning on the radio. I said hi to him. He said hi back. I think that was on here on 10 meters.
Okay, yeah. I think we kick off at 3 p.m. next week. We'll be right on the sweet spot for the DX, and I think, you know, because by this time it dies off, and if you got to 15 meters right now, you know, it's still open. So we'll start at 3.
I tell you something. Yeah, you're right about that. I tell you something else. Because 10 has been so wonderful and active that why go anywhere else, right? But in the mornings, I mean, right at sunup. Listen, I know nobody wants to get out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm out of bed at 6 every single day just because of pure habit. But the 20 meters is like rocking and rolling, man. And then the Europeans are still there around noon. A few days ago, I was on 20 meters. I think it was Robert in 7RSL said he posted an Italian station or something. I forget what it was. So I went on 20 meters at noon, and my God, the bed was full of Europeans. It was like crazy.
That's crazy. Have you been on the morning, Scotty?
I have, and I've been working early in the morning in the RV every day.
Yeah, it might be worth putting the radio on 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, real quick, I got a question for John. BC, you still out there, John?
Hey, John, you still there?
Yeah, I just walked back in. KK7 BUC.
Hey, John, Scotty here. I got a question for you. Your picture on your QRZ, is that a Skipper 300 you got sitting there?
Yeah, affirmative. Old Palomar.
Cracking up. I have one of my originals sitting here looking at it. It's one of the old ones with the metal switches before they went with the plastic one.
Yeah, roger that. I've got one of those also. This is a later version with the single transformer. It doesn't have the step up transformer for the voltage, and I just went through all of it. What was it? Last spring. So it's got all new relays and capacitors and diodes everywhere throughout. It's running pretty good.
Yeah, it's a great little amplifier. I love it. I even have actually one of the old Palomar 200s that I went through. Did the recap on it, retube, and all that too. So it's a fun little amplifier.
Yeah, those 200s are neat. The one drive and two. I can imagine that you could talk all day on that thing and not even get it warm.
So a funny story. I had a 310M, if you remember those things, those monsters, when I was a kid. And I threw it in my mom's Thunderbird, and as soon as I started using it, I smoked her alternator, and boy, I get my ass whipped from the old man.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm sure we've all got stories like that. But no, that Palomar 300, and it's it keys on RF, so I'm using an Anytone 5555 to drive it for an exciter, and what a great little radio these are for what I think they're $260 now, and I've got it just feeding a dipole, a resonant dipole, an inverted V up about 25 feet, and that's my dedicated 10-meter rig here, Scotty.
No, Roger, it's working well. I'll tell you what, I got to go with that skipper. Is I got an old Regency Imperial 2 that I put on 10 meters. It's fun to crank that thing up and make contacts, and people go, "Hey, I'm here on upper and lower sideband at the same time." I go, "Yeah, I'm transmitting double sideband." I might dig that thing out and put it on the air for next week's net. Over.
Hey, Roger that. I'd love to hear the audio that it makes. It's always interesting. Tube gear just sounds different.
I had
those old tube sets. Some of the old Courier stuff got column filters in them, believe it or not. But anyway, I don't want to hold. Let me turn it back to. I'm bucket mouth here. Turn it back over to the net. Cliff, go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I turned my antenna around toward you, Scotty. I'm probably a little bit louder. So let's wrap this up. This is K5 Delta America in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Every week about this time, we have our impromptu net. Next week, we'll be at around 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, Pacific Standard Time, which we have compute out to about 6:00 Eastern Standard Time, or at 2300 Zulu, or around or about this frequency, we'll have another rendition of our Las Vegas DX Foundation net. So nice. Thank you very much for everybody who checked in. And at this moment, we're going to go ahead and close the net. So consider the net closed. This is K5DA Las Vegas. And awesome net, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cliff.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. And wow, what a difference that made. Everybody's up to about 30 over S9 now.
So are you.
As it should be.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got this new watt meter. I've got this gigantic faced MFJ down at Gigaparts right before they closed. Closed up shop for good. And I didn't know how much I had no idea how much my amplifier was running. The indicator on the amplifier is not right. Right now I'm running 1500 watts, but it shows on the amplifier I'm running 800. And so I looked over at my watt meter on this is a dedicated watt meter. This big thing that I bought, and it's probably more accurate. So I'm peaking at 1500, but I'm only showing 1000 watts. I'm thinking that I've been running a lot more power than I thought I did. K7MIX, K5VA.
Yeah, which amp is that? Are you talking about?
I've got the Alpha 8410 now.
Okay, well, that much difference. You might want to check the resistors on the watt meter portion of that amp, because I've smoked those before, and they start to read half power from what they're actually putting out.
Oh, is that right? That may be the case. And on my tuner, I've got a watt meter, and it's only showing 1000 watts. On the I'm showing about a kilowatt on the Alpha. You just got that bar graph, and then on this new watt meter, brand new, just got last night. It's showing peaking at 1500, so that's a huge discrepancy over.
Oh, wait a minute. The output on the Alpha is corresponding with the output on the tuner?
It is.
Okay, well, obviously your third watt meter is downstream of the tuner, so that's after you're tuned up for the antenna, so that kind of makes sense.
Well, actually, it's I've got my amplifier going right into my watt meter, my new watt meter, and then I've got the entire system going into the tuner. Right?
Okay, and the tuner is engaged, right?
No, it's disengaged. I've got resonant antenna.
Oh, okay, well, forget about that one. I don't have an answer for that one, but two different output sources reading differently in the same. Forget about what I said about the resistors.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. I just wonder if this new one is reading more correct, and I've just been overdriving the hell out of this thing, and it's a possibility because I've got this thing. I don't know what I think Rob, who used to own one of these, or an Alpha similar to this. He could get it up to 3,500 watts, and so I'm wondering what I've been doing over here.
Roger. I don't know, my friend, but anyway, listen, I got to jump out here. I'm getting ready to take Benita out to dinner tonight. So I'm going to say something to read everybody on the net, and look forward to the next time.
Roger that. Nice. Thanks for coming on, Scotty. It's always good to have you on. And 73 to you, my friend. And tell your lovely wife that Sharon and I said hello, okay?
Thank you, and right back to you guys. 73 K7MIX.
Catch you later, Scotty. Enjoy your dinner. Where are you going?
We're going to Prime 14, I think. It's a steakhouse over there, the Southern Highlands.
Yep.
Must be pretty good.
Very nice, you big carnivorous animal, you. Catch you later.
Okay, buddy.
Cheers, bud.
I'm gonna get out of here too, guys. We haven't had dinner yet either. So from K7 STJ over there, Sharon and myself, I've been everybody a good night. Andrew, you, everybody else on the net, Rob, Daryl, John, Prince, whoever else. I just didn't talk to. If I got your name or if I didn't bring you in or mention you, don't feel bad. It's just my memory. But God bless everybody and have a good night. This is K5 Delta America. Adios.
Roger, Cliff. VK2 TXB Whiskey 7 out of here. We'll be out too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks, Cliff. Great net. KK7 BUC.
Okay, we did.
Hey, John.
Hello, Andrew.
Question for you.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. I bought a guitar back from Australia. I've had it there sitting in there for 20 years, and I do recall when it was being used, it was dropped and it hit the headstock, and after that it wouldn't really stay in tune, and it's got a hairline fracture just on near the headstock. It's very light. You can see the hairline fractures left and right either side. Now, there's not enough flexibility in it to put any glue in, and I've spoken to a couple of luthiers. They say the only way to do it is to brace it up and to give it a clean break and then re-glue it, correct?
No, negative on that. If you can rig up a setup to where you can use a vacuum, put it under a vacuum, it'll suck the glue right into the fracture.
It's such a hairline fracture. It is a hairline. I mean, you can hardly even see with the naked eye unless you're touching it with your fingernail.
Okay. What kind of a neck is it? Is it a scarf joint where it's glued that it's fractured, or is it a fender type neck with a cutout?
No, it's an Epiphone Casino, semi-acoustic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just depending on the fracture, because the truss rod is different on those Epiphones than it is on a Gibson. So if you are gonna break it, if it was a Gibson, like with the nut up there at the head, I would say, yeah, you maybe go ahead and try it like that and pop it off. But check that truss rod. If it's got a nut up by the headstock like a Gibson does, make sure you take that nut off and that washer out of there before you fracture it.
Well, I don't want to bloody well fracture it because I'm not a luthier, and I don't have the. You got to make sure you got all the rest of the guitar neck braced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, roger that. I've fixed stuff like that before though too, Andrew, and I've clamped it, and put the headstock under a little bit of stress with a clamp, and opened up the crack enough to get glue in it also.
Yeah, you know what? Are you gonna be at lunch next week?
About half, maybe.
Next week I'm going to be out in Arizona playing radio out in the desert.
Are you gonna courtside?
Yeah, affirmative.
Roger, yeah. Next time I see, there's no big rush. I'll bring it and give it to look at. It's just one of those situations. You look at the damn thing like, shit, I don't really want to break the bloody neck. But the damn thing, if you it just won't stay in tune because of the hairline fracture.
Okay, well, yeah, I've got my ways of making it work. It's not like you have to, put a vacuum on a big, huge area of the guitar. You can just kind of localize it, to an area that's about 1.5 inches around, just about the size of your vacuum hose, and you can get a lot of vacuum on it that way. You can also use a smaller vacuum pump and localize it to even those smaller spots that's the size of a nickel even. But I'll, like you said, let me look at it and I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, it's a nice guitar. It's one of the Korean-made ones, so the finish on it on the wood is just absolutely adorable. It's beautiful. But I do remember, like 20 plus years ago, I remember some knucklehead dropped the thing, or the strap broke and it fell and it went clank on the headstock, but it didn't break off. But it obviously had enough, a fracture in it to make it, be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. There's nothing that can't be fixed, but it's just some are a little tougher than others. The difficult takes some time. The impossible shit takes a little bit longer.
Yep. Yeah. No, when do you think up to Quartzside?
Yeah, I'm going to take off tomorrow morning, probably about 5 a.m.
Right. When you back?
It depends on the weather. It could be Thursday, could be before. I'm going to stay out there at least 3 or 4 nights, though.
Roger. Yeah, it should be interesting. The swap fest is apparently pretty cool there.
Yeah, roger that. I don't think I'm going to be. I don't think I'm going to be around for the swap meet because I think that's going to be Friday and Saturday. I'm going to bug out before that, but I'm not down there to buy anything anyway. I'm just want to go hang out and just make a little vacation out of it and play around with some radio and meet some people and have fun. Hopefully it won't rain too much on us down there.
No, you should be okay. They always have the antenna shootouts too, which is always interesting. It's some good knowledge to be gained on those, Roger.
Yeah, copy that. I watched some videos from last year where they were doing an antenna walk type thing, and they'd walk around and ask everybody what they had set up and whatnot. And some, it looks like pretty much like wire antenna anarchy. You go out and find a spot and put your stuff up. I'm going to be tent camping, so I'm going to be off to the fringe of it, and I don't have to rely on any trees to deploy my wire. So I don't know. Hopefully, I can find some high enough ground and get a little bit away from everybody.
Yeah, you should be able to find somewhere. It'll be cool. So yeah, I'll grab the guitar. I'll give the guitar to you when you get back and have a look and see what you think. And no big rush, but it'd be nice to make it workable.
Oh yeah. We'll figure something out. There's other ways you can get glue in there too, but I've never had one that re-broke on me. When I had to get it into a small crack, and I've used just a vacuum cleaner to get enough vacuum to get glue to penetrate in, and you can see it happening, but it pulls it right in with a little bit of vacuum, especially if the crack is deep. But like you said, if it's a fracture, if you can see it, it's probably going all the way through, and we'll just have to look at it and put a little stress on it and see what happens. Does it still have strings on it?
Oh yeah, it's got strings on it. It probably needs it needs new strings. I set up. I'm thinking that's pointless until the neck gets fixed.
Well, yeah, no, that's a good thing that it's had tension on the neck against the truss rod. It wasn't sitting there without any strings on it. That can cause some problems. All a whole different thing, but you know that. But no, good deal. Yeah, we should be able to fix it up. While I got you here, how's my audio?
Really good.
Okay, yeah, I put my mic gain back up to where I had it before. I had it back down. I think I'm just so close to Al that I was kind of killing him.
No, I'd leave it. It sounds good, and that's good DX audio too. It's nice and clean and a good cut to it.
All right, very good. Thanks. Yeah, you're across town. You do a little bit better read than anybody over here on the. I could just about hit Al or Cliff with a 9-iron.
Yeah, they're too close. You can't get a good report.
Yeah, roger that. Anyway, I'm loading out for my camping trip right now, and I'm going to go ahead and let you go and get back to putting the stuff in the auto and getting ready to go here. But when I'm down there, I'll be on the repeater on Echolink. Plus, I'll be active on 40 meters, so we might be able to catch you in the evening on 40 meters or whatever. But I'll let everybody know when I'm going to be on.
Yeah, just go on the group text and shoot us a group text, man. Okay, have fun, John. Be careful, drive safe, and we'll talk soon. VK2TXB Las Vegas, clear, bye.
Thanks, Andrew. Have a great day and a great week. KK7PUC.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna shut the light feed up. Thanks everybody for watching. Who's here? K5DA, Cliff Nichols in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Closing down the live feed now. Adios.